Bendy and the Ink Machine Chapter 2 is coming out? You betcha! Hey yo prodigies, ProdCharles here, and as requested by you, I will be sharing with you an analysis of the Bendy and the Ink Machine release date video. If you would like more cool Bendy and the Ink Machine videos, remember to subscribe and tap that bell, as on top of the many videos I've already made, there will be more to come. And just before we begin, if you think that this video is too long for you, remember to tap Add To and select Watch Later to save your progress. Ready? Let's begin. There is quite a lot of information that this release date announcement tells us besides the release date, which is April 18th for those who didn't know. The first thing is that the next game may introduce tense encounters with monsters, which is suggested in the music that we hear. Remember that the Chapter 2 trailer introduced the possibility of more sound-based gameplay, and this video may be introducing the type of music that we might hear in the process of running and hiding from enemies. As Bendy and the Ink Machine is a horror game, this would probably be the least exciting of the two main messages you could get from the release date video, but it is pretty interesting to get a teaser that lets us have a sneak peek at the freaky music that we may hear. I think that this music particularly sounds like the sort of music that would play when the enemy is nearby and not chasing you, such as if you had just escaped from their range of detection. We already know that theMeatly has announced that Chapter 2 will introduce combat mechanics and the possibility of death, so this would be a fun addition that would make the game much more exciting. The second thing is the voice that we hear at the end of the video, stating, "He will set us free." He will set us free. This voice is raspy and sounds very mature, and I think that this suggests that it could be the voice of one of the cartoonists that worked at Joey Drew's cartoon studio. Perhaps it was Joey Drew himself. This sounds fitting, considering that the cartoonists would probably be around their 50s at the least. What is even more interesting is his choice of words. He will set us free. This means that there is more than one person being held captive by someone. But who's being held captive? And who is the captor? Can we confirm that the cartoonists are being imprisoned? To answer this, let's look back at the Chapter 1 trailer. The trailer provides us with an interesting message that would help us work things out. The message is, from the beginning, we dreamed, we created, we controlled. Now our creations rise against us. Fear the machine. This highly suggests that the cartoonists are not only being held as prisoners, but at one point their creators were the prisoners themselves. Why? The message says that we dreamed, we created, we controlled. Given all of the events that we've seen in Chapter 1, including the autopsy of poor Boris the Wolf, it is pretty likely that the cartoonists tried controlling the animations that they brought to life, like masters to slaves. Then comes the next part of the message. Now our creations rise against us, which suggests that Bendy, Boris, and whatever other characters the cartoonists animated rebelled against their creators, making them their prisoners instead. What did the cartoons do to the cartoonists though? Hopefully they didn't meet the same fate as poor Boris. The final part of the message is fear the machine. Prodigies. The Ink Machine has a huge part to play in this activity, and Henry may have made a huge mistake in turning it on again. We know that turning on the Ink Machine caused a 3D version of Bendy to spawn. Perhaps this 3D Bendy was actually the leader, and the most powerful of the animations that came to life, and maybe the Ink Machine was actually broken for a good reason. Though, that does raise the question of how the Ink Machine broke, and there's still the question of how Joey Drew sent the letter to Henry. If one of the animations is still active, it might have been sent by one of them. It also gives us more information about why the letter was sent in either case. If it was sent by Joey Drew, then Joey somehow got the letter to send to Henry to save Joey and whoever else was captured with him. If it was sent by one of the animations, it might have been to fix the Ink Machine, thus releasing their leader and forcing Henry to become one of their prisoners. What do you think Bendy Chapter 2 has in store? Remember to subscribe and tap that bell for more Bendy and the Ink Machine. And prodigies, I really hope that these videos help you to expand on how you think, so it can help you with how you go about your thinking in your daily lives. See ya!